Hey, welcome to Crazy Gamers Models. How we doing? It's happened again. I found another Panther with full interior. This is a mid to early production. Again, the guys at Sprue Brother Models know how much I love the Panther with the full interiors. So I now have the early, the mid to early, and the late Panther A. And I have a Panther G. And two Berg Panthers. So, we're all up in here on Panthers. Full interior, got an engine and some internals, all that good stuff. Two markings, 244 markings on the eastern front and in Poland. Let's see. And then we have the view of the sprues there, like so. And these sprues are really similar to the last Takom Panther I reviewed, but I love Panthers. I really do. As you can see, the box is just packed full of sprues, like every Takom kit. And I love Takom. They do a fantastic job. It's one of my favorite model makers. But Ryefield, if you've seen some of my Ryefield reviews, wow, I'm impressed by those too. So as always, on the top of the box are the wheels and the ever so wonderful torsion bars. Look at it. It's torsion bars. I love every aspect of a Panther except for these torsion bars. They take hours to prep. The wheels are easy and simple. Everything is great. Even the little gear sprockets are put on the tooth. They clean up very easily. Everything cleans up great in this kit except for the torsion bars. It's the only problem I have. But other than that, I love these kits, and it's worth it. It is highly worth it for the way these kits look, how detailed the interiors are. So, a little torsion bar action is not totally bad. So then we have your sides of your hull, because it's not a bathtub style hull. It's individual hull pieces. Here is your upper side skirts for your upper hull. The side lower sections and side skirt pieces. You have your internal bulkhead. I would think there might be another one in here for the mid production. It's the mid early production. I'm not sure. I want to look in the reference books to see if there are two different versions you can build from here, or if this is just like number 280 or something off the production line. Because in that first run, I think there was 842 A's in the first 40 in 44 maybe, or maybe that was the G's. I have to relook that up, and I'll relay it in a video I do on the Panther. So there is that sprue. And I opened the last Panther sprue. It's going to be pretty much the same. I'm just showing you what you get again. Wow, there's some damage right there. This box showed signs of damage. This section here that holds up the hatch cover is broken off. That's going to need some work to fix. Already not happy with this. Ammunition. There was a lot of damage to this box, and I was worried that it was going to be damaged. So, it's one of the reasons why I'm reviewing it, is I want to make sure it's not too badly damaged. Here's your lower turret basket. Some pieces of the turret. Not sure what that is. But as all Takom, the connection points look good. They don't look too large. They don't look too difficult to clean off. They don't look like they're in too difficult of an area. The ejector pins that there are, they're not going to be seen. This is your transmission sprue. It's L. It's always standard. And here's a standard M sprue. This is in all Panthers. There will also be an N sprue in here. And then there'll be an F2, which is standard, J2, E2. D2 is different. So, D2 is different. That's a different one. Turret and hull. It's got the front on it, so it's definitely an earlier model. And it's got the ball mount slot, but I wonder if it has a... This is C2, this is... Okay, this has a different bulkhead on it, so this could be for a different model. So... you got your exhaust. Your exhausts definitely could be a mid-model or an early model. So I do see that there is some difference in And then, of course, we got your P sprue. This is standard. It's got your vent slide molded, your fuel tank slide molded. It's got your radio. And this is pretty standard. And then we have a K sprue and an H sprue. H sprue is a standard sprue. This H and J are standard in all three of the Panther A kits. So I guess each one of these is just they give you a choice on what to use. So, and then the tracks are definitely the same. It is individual guide horns, not as bad as the ride field models. Well, that ride field models is insane, gluing each one on individually, and some of them have two. So there you go, tracks. I have videos on doing these tracks. Check them out. Then we have ammunition tops, tanks and racks and things like that. This is your R sprue and your Q sprue. Q is definitely standard in all kits. Remember that. I think Q2 is what you get in the Berg Panther, but the Q and the R sprue there. And then your engine sprue, which is N, which is standard in all Panther kits. So this is your standard kit, standard engine sprue. Very detailed, lots and lots of pieces. Basically, all these pieces are for the engine. This whole sprue that goes up to 71 is just for the engine alone. And there are pieces that go on the engine that are not on this sprue, but this is mainly the engine sprue, and it goes up to 71 pieces. So that shows you how detailed, the level of detail that goes into these kits, and you basically never see it. The engine is buried. Absolutely buried. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Oh, take the book out. We got 2 decal sheets, 3 different mark, nope, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 2, 5, and 2, 11. And then we have all the markings for the ammunition and some other dials and decals and stuff. And then we have some photo etch grails, that's standard. A tow cable, 2 tow cables, and an exhaust hose for the inside of the turret. This is a 2018 kit. Tells a little bit of history about the 700 horsepower Maybach V12 engine, the AK-7200 synchromesh gearbox. So, and engine failures in 1943, and limit the motor. You know, it talks about the gun, 75 millimeter. You know, things like that. 79 rounds of 3 different kinds of ammunition. I read all that before I build the model and I explain it during the builds. And basically with all three Panthers, they have you doing this section that I addressed in my current build they're building, that if you do it this way, you're going to have issues putting the transmission in. I'm just saying, it's a thing. I'm not going to go, I've gone into detail on it about 4 or 5 times in different videos. I'm not going to do it again. Another thing here, well, I'm surprised there's not a correction sheet in here. Is there a correction sheet? No, no correction sheet. You want to leave this last wheel off so you can get the tracks on. And I put my wheels on at the end. Excuse me. So, basically, ammunition, your infamous tracks, your engine, 1, 2, 2.5 pages on the engine, standard. You have your same pictures that's in all the Panther kits. Basically painting the interior. Nice colors for MIG colors. I use the MIG. Got videos on that. And tools, upper hull. And then we have the turret, the front machine gun, which is going on a ball mount, so it's not that early. Some of the super earlies had a slit in the front. It might have only been the Ops Ds, though. There were so many versions and variants of this, and they made so many changes over that 3-year period. It is super hard to keep track of what modification was made, because there's like 1 year it'll have a pistol port. There was like 4 different exhaust pipe configurations. There was multiple front glass things. There was hatch changes. And just 2 years of 1A model, there was so many changes that it's insane. So my recommendation is find a photo of the one you want and then build it to that specification. So that's what I do with my late model. See, I have this late one right here that I'm currently building as a restoration piece, and it is based off of this Panther project that's in here. Got tons of photos of what it's supposed to look like. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's a late model with Zimmerit, so I have the photo edge Zimmerit and all that good stuff. So that is Takom Panther, a mid-early full interior, not to be confused with the earlier late that are almost the same. So I don't know why they just didn't make one box that you could build any of them from and just add like what the sprue or two that makes, I don't know. I guess to sell more kits for people like me to buy. Hey, I want a Panther from each one. Let me just buy one of each. So that is the latest in my Panther addiction stash. I'm not sure when it'll get built, but not all bottles I build are built on camera. Sometimes I build models just for me for fun. Sometimes I build models for other people. So it depends. So we'll see. It'll be a while for that one to get on the channel. Currently working on the late. At a roadblock on that. Definitely lost a piece. That's weird. You know. And then we have the Yag Tiger and some stuff we don't talk about. So that's going to be the end of this video. For Crazy Gamers Models, I'm the Crazy Gamer. You guys have a fantastic day.